up, YouTube? So let's see what we're working on today. Look at this thing. So this truck is a, I don't know, 99 to 03 truck, 7.3. It's got a 6-inch lift on it, had 37s on it. Guy that bought it, he actually, you know, he don't want the lift on it. He does, you know, work for a living. He uses the truck, so he wanted to lower it back down. The truck had 6 inches of lift, 37s on it. He went ahead and put some 33s on it. And let me show you what we're doing. So on this truck, the leaf springs, factory sprint leaves on the front of an F250 has only got 2 leaves. This one has 4. The back might be the same. I'll show you what we got. But anyway, see how far it drops down. And then see how far this one drops down. And then of course your U-bolts. So he went and got everything. Leaf springs, there's the front plates. You can see the difference in them. How much smaller that front plate is compared to the other plate. That might be the same, but I think it's gonna be just as easy to take that bolt out. So he's got these, and then he's got all the U-bolts and all that stuff. So today we're gonna take this truck and put it back stock height. So let's get this thing jacked up, put on some jack stands, put some wheel scotches on it. Well, it don't matter, it's rear wheel drive, but get this thing jacked up, put it on jack stands, start tearing this front end apart. Hopefully everything comes apart pretty good the way it did off of that truck. So anyway, let's get to it. So if y'all are wanting to put one of these lifts on, just take this video and watch it in reverse. You won't be able to understand what I'm saying, but whatever, it works. Anyway, let me show you. This truck had a 6-inch lift on it, and as you can see, it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 leaves in it, and then the factory ones have 2. Also a difference is this piece here. On this one anyway. Another guys I got is not like that. If you look where them bolt, so those bolt more up here, and that piece is a lot bigger. Obviously you can tell the difference. I ain't even got to set it up there. But it actually, those 2 bolts are moved. It moves everything back. So it puts the leaf spring at more of a curvature as well, on top of having more leaves. So, and then I think the back piece is the same. I thought it was different, but I think it's the same. So the front piece changed, and then how many leaves are in it changed for it. So obviously, seeing how I took it out, I did have 1 bolt somewhere. Where was it at? It's on this other side. I had 1 bolt right here, and when you put the lift on, it's got this brace in it. If it don't have a lift, it don't have the brace. I guess because these things are taller, it just wants to brace everything up more. So that brace will come out obviously whenever we take the other side off. I might actually go ahead and take it off. But anyway, let's get this other leaf put back in. Obviously you got your pins. You want to put it on your pins right there, and one on the other side, and make sure you put them on the right side. So here's what it is. Let's get it in. Actually, this one over here is the driver's side. Yeah, that one over there is the driver's side. So let's get it put back in. All right, so we got one side done. You really can't tell on the camera, but the truck is sitting kind of lopsided. So just so y'all can see the difference, y'all have to remember too, the whole truck's lifted except for this one. From the top of the tire to there. Yeah. And then on the other side, so, and that's, you know, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that's 3 inches. And the truck's got to settle for, just for the fact that the whole truck's still lifted except for this one corner. So it's going to hold that corner up higher than it's going to be. So you do have to take the bumper off to get to it because of the bolts that's underneath. There's some bolts that go up right here. Hold this, actually it goes through here too. So, but you got to take the bumper off to get to it because this is right against it. So anyway, let's get this other side done. All right, y'all, so now we flip the truck around. We got the front done. I'm gonna come in here and do the back. I jacked it up, got it on jack stands, got the jack under the rear end. We're gonna take this loose, and we're going to drop it down. So we're gonna take these 4 bolts off, drop the rear end down, knock these out, jack the rear end back up, put new U-bolts in, which we went and got new U-bolts for that. And it's got all the washers there for it. And I had to go get a wheel bearing for it because this right front, I'll show you, we'll actually turn the truck back around to do the wheel bearing, but I'll show you the right front, what it looks like. It's we might just do it right there, who knows. But anyway, we'll show you that too. So let's get these bolts loosened up and then go from there. All right, there you go. There's the gap, there's the block. 4 U-bolts, there's your pin that the plate will set back on that plate wheel. And then your pin is there, sits back on there. Just gonna put it back down on there and ride with it, y'all. So it is what it is. Let's get this thing back together. I'm gonna go pull the other side off, and then that way I can jack the axle up at the same time on both sides. Go from there. Yeah, so let's get it. All right, there you go. 6-inch lift gone. It looks like it's just lower in the back, but we just measured it, and it's 19 inches to the pinch weld here, and it's 19 inches to the pinch weld in there. So it's 19 inches front and back, both on that. So we got it, and he does. Yeah, we gotta get all this off one day for him. It's his work truck. He bought it like this. Somebody didn't prep it right when they done the rhino lining. It is what it is. So anyway, there you go. There's a stock height f250 on 33s, and we gotta put the front bumper back on. Have Chris help me do that, and I gotta do a wheel bearing in it. I'll walk you through that too as well, so you can see what we gotta do there. All right, there's the old wheel bearing. I got to work in as people here, all that stuff. But it pretty much what you'll do is you take the wheel off, take the brake caliper off completely, bracket and off, take the rotor off. You got if it's four-wheel drive, you got your cap here for the lock hub. It's got 6 Torx bit screws in it. Take those off, pull it out, and this little lip right here, there's a snapper ring. You take it out and pull this piece out. One way I found to do it is take the little Torx bits screws and run them in, 2 of them, and then take one on each side and pull it out, pull it out. Once you do that, this will have your axle that comes through, and it'll have a snap ring here, or yeah, let's have a snap ring here. Pull it off. It's got 2 washers and a flat piece. Pull that off. Then on the back side, you go in and you got, some of them are 3, some of them are 4. The new one came with this, so just find the end of it and unplug it. Take your bolts off and then pull it out. And then reverse the process, put it back in, put this in, put the piece on, the 2 washers, or however many's in there, put it back just like it was, a snap ring, slide the other piece in, put this ring in, put the cover back on, put your wheel, or put your rotor on, put your cover on, put your caliper on, put it back together. Let me show you this truck since we got it done. I know it looks a lot alike, but just go back to the video and look at the fender gap on it that was before, and then look at it now, how it is. So it does look like it sits lower in the back. I don't know why. Well, it's in a dip right here, but it doesn't. We measured it. It's from the ground to this pinch weld is 19 inches, and from the ground to the pinch weld on the bed is 19 inches. So it's even all the way across, I promise. So don't give the guy a hard time in the comments saying it's a squatted truck or this or that. Worst case scenario, if he really wanted to, which I don't think I left enough room on the U-bolts, but you could always go in and put a, 1 inch or 2 inch block in the back if you really wanted to, do that. But it is what it is. Don't be that guy, whatever that was. But anyway, that's it for this one, y'all. Appreciate y'all watching. Please like, share, subscribe, comment. Somebody's blowing the horn. We'll see y'all on the next one.